I have this vision, this dream, this image in my head that won't seem to flee. My baby, beloved child, runs up to me, her face of worry. Mommy, Mommy. Yes, my dear, what is for the hurry? Mommy, Mommy, we're learning about 2020, and I started thinking about how it wasn't quite so sunny. You were right, my dear, it was a year like no other. The schools were closed, and we were distanced from our brother. But Mommy, Mommy, you tell me there was lots to mourn. Then this is my question. Well, what did you learn? My child, what do you mean? We came up with the whole vaccine. But Mommy, Mommy, what did you learn? How are our lives different because of that turn? I see her face, the look of concern, wanting me to tell her just one thing we did learn. Finally, I say with a shrug, I guess we did learn about this thing called Grubhub. But Mommy, Mommy, what did you learn? How are our lives different because of that turn? I learned how to Zoom, how to do my school from my living room. But Mommy, Mommy, what did you learn? How are our lives different because of that turn? I guess I don't understand, my child, what it is you were looking for. I am trying, but I just can't seem to give you more. Mommy, Mommy, but what did you learn? Those words spin in my head, haunting me like a ghost. She asked me this question, and I had nothing to boast. Mommy, Mommy, but what did you learn? How did we make something beautiful out of that turn? Hi, my name is Emily, and for those of you that don't know me, I've been working as Pastor Sara, super cool assistant this summer. You might have received a letter and email from me, so if so, hello, nice to finally meet you. By the time you're watching this, I will no longer be working here, unfortunately, but I'm off to my next adventure, beginning college, yay. But it's been a great experience, and I'm super glad to have been part of your church family for a while. As I was reflecting on the summer sermon series for the month, I couldn't stop thinking about this idea of rebuilding. And one thing came to my head immediately. Last year, I had the opportunity to live in Northern California. And for all those months there, one thing I learned constantly about was wildfires, as it affected many of the families I met, and just this constant threat of having to evacuate. And as I was learning about them and going to all these national parks and Yosemite and all these parks in Sonoma County and Napa Valley and all these places, I was deeply saddened by all the fires. And then finally, one day, someone from my church out there came up to me and said, you know, we actually need the fires. There's actually this purpose to them. There's actually this point to the fires. As sad as it is and as hard as it is, we need them for the forest to survive. We need to let the old trees, the old forest burn in order to create something new, in order to let new life grow. And as I was thinking about this, I was like, wow, we need burning. We need fires. And the past few years have seemed like this huge fire. I know for many of our lives, I finished high school during a pandemic, and all these things, it seemed like what a big fire. And as I'm thinking about kind of rebuilding and going back into life, whenever that may come, how do we go back into it differently? How do we let some of the old things burn, whether that's memos we learned as kids, whether that's prejudices, whether it's commitments so we maybe don't have to say yes to everything, whatever it is, how do we let some of those aspects of our old life burn in order to create a new, more beautiful life? And so I would just leave you with that question of, what did you learn during quarantine? What maybe it was you really enjoyed actually having time. And I know as I've started getting busy again, I'm kind of missing the first few days of quarantine. And so how do we incorporate that into our lives so that we actually live lives that we don't have to escape from, that we enjoy them, that we go to create something beautiful? And I just really hope that you can find ways to let some of the old burn in order to create something beautiful. So I'll leave you with one more poem that I had written, and just thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great day. I hope you feel loved by the world today. I really do. I hope your coffee tastes a little sweeter. I hope a bird chirps at you to say hello on your morning walk. I hope you stop and take in the smell of new life blooming around you. I hope you compliment yourself when you look in the mirror. How miraculous it is that you get to be alive today. I hope the clouds remind you this world is vast. I hope any rain is followed by a rainbow reminding you we serve a God who specializes in redemption. I hope the breeze hits you just right and the sun peeks through to blow you a kiss. I hope you stop to pet the dog and compliment a stranger in line. I hope a butterfly flies by reminding you of your angels. I hope the grass is a little greener. I hope the other car lets you go first at a stop sign. I hope your work ends before dinner and your dinner gives you the fuel to face tomorrow. I hope every little sign reminds you that you are exactly where you need to be. Amen.